is the drama.
What is happening?
Kind of looks like a roach.
Busted.
What? What?
Ah.
Welcome back, gay schools and everyone in between, to our YouTube channel, The Horror Bandwagon. Hi, my name is Sergio.
And my name is Cody.
And we are boys for horror analysis,
criticism,
and spooky,
and sometimes kooky
entertainment. And welcome back to another Buffy the Vampire Slayer reaction. Today we are covering season 5, episodes 9 and 10. We are so close to being already at the mid-season point, but I mean, so far a lot has happened.
Yeah.
This whole season so far has felt like one giant movie. Like it's feeling like one giant episode. Nothing feels like just random. It all seems to be flowing really well. Now, last week we had devastating news that Joyce has a tumor, and Buffy and Dawn are kind of dealing with that currently at the moment. Riley is not doing so well, even though he's trying to stay strong for Buffy, but he's also having a lot of insecurities that he has to kind of face on his own.
Yep. But before we get started, y'all know what to do. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe to our channel, and click that notification bell so that you get notified every time we post a new video. And if you want to support the channel even more, you can go over to our Patreon at patreon.com/thehorrorbandwagon, where you can find full episode watch-alongs of every episode of Buffy that we've covered so far. And if you just can't wait for next week's episode, we're a week ahead over on Patreon, so go check it out. Or you can click the join button below to join our YouTube membership.
And with all that being said, without further ado, let's get to slaying.
Listen, you two, I know this cream spinach is pretty delicious, but I promise I won't be offended if you go out for some real food.
Dawn, the utensils are right there.
There's something about food that moves by itself that gives me the heebie-jeebies.
It's good and wiggly.
Do you think the Jell-O is watermelon or sour apple?
I was going to say lime.
Oh, hello, Dr. Kriegel. You know my girls, Buffy and Dawn?
Yes, of course.
Buffy, Dawn.
Surgery for day after tomorrow at 10 in the morning.
Ah, well, I think they had me scheduled for volleyball, but I can work around it.
Surgeries are scary, so I understand.
I'm sure they have everything under control.
This looks in control to me.
Oh, we're getting beaten down pretty bad. Yes!
Yes!
And with like a pink coat. I love it. There we go, Willow.
What a rough night.
I just did 2 of them.
2?
Unlike some Riley Finn, who shall remain unnamed.
If that was disappointing, things would have been easier if you'd been here.
What's going on there? Oh, I thought he was getting his nipple sucked on. Oh.
What is happening?
I mean, this will be counted as cheating, right?
I would say so.
Mark Blucas, how could you?
Having this sack of mine. Oh, I feel just like Santa Claus, except thinner and younger and female and, well, Jewish.
All of the above.
When I was in the store, this seemed like the most important idea, and now there's the whole part where I'm crazy.
It's perfect.
Oh.
I'm fine. Go on, what else is in that sack of goodies, Willow?
All right. Dawn,
Joy's just trying to act strong.
I have this for you. Homework? Oh, I don't believe in tiny Jewish Santa anymore.
I'd rip it in half and stick it in bed with me. You know, I think I'm gonna take a little rest now.
Could that be like a side effect? We'll say like something out loud. This is where like we don't know if it's just like actual symptoms of like having a brain tumor, or is it something in the
I still
Buffyverse?
think it's supernatural.
The thing that's pressing on her brain, sometimes it might make her say weird things. Does she know she's saying them?
I don't think so.
There's no pictures on this one. There. What is the data? There's no one in there.
Buffy?
Yeah, let's get her out of here. Let's get her out of here.
I guess I missed that. Was he bothering you?
Who are you?
The ones with families are letting him go home. Like his family's gonna be able to take care of him. He has to have someone watch him 24/7. What was he saying to you?
Why do you need to know?
Yeah. I don't trust this guy.
Me neither.
His hair is too good.
It takes for their light to reach us. They've died.
Oh,
Exploded.
Willow.
Canis Minor. And Cassiopeia.
I look up at the stars and I just feel like, wow, we're just this small little part of a big, huge thing.
Or this is all just a virtual reality simulation. And
See those stars over there? Short man looking uncomfortable. Little pile o' crackers. That was a bit of a stretch.
Are we getting aliens?
We're getting a POV of something.
I know what I said. I said I won't go away far.
What are the odds?
And needs to walk to get ways.
Oh! He's okay, right?
I'm sure he's fine.
Oh my god. This is something out of like a monster movie.
I did not give permission to use my likeness.
No reason to get upset? Oh, right. Sorry. I must just think there is because of my brain tumor.
Here,
Dawn, go get some Coke.
Why don't you get something from the...
Wait, no, Coca-Cola.
I mean,
no.
maybe just a little.
Need for you to check her vitals. Watch her pretty closely. I'm afraid you won't get a lot of sleep.
I'm not much of a sleep person anyway.
Okay, well, good that the doctor's putting their feelings into consideration.
Glad you called me in on this.
Glad you answered.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about last time.
Oh, Xander is on his ass.
Is it hot? Because, if there's radiation, you could, like, go all sterile.
Xander running away.
It went here.
Oh. I thought he was back at the hospital.
Me too.
Riley, what are you doing?
Not sure. There's something.
Oh. I don't even know how it would smell like.
I want to call Buffy. You can't. She's got life stuff that has to come first. So we'll...
But little do they know, the monster is where Buffy is.
Mm-hmm.
Look around a little bit.
Yeah, don't do anything hunterly.
No, I'm just not great at research, which I'm sure you guys figured out.
Fair. He knows his strengths.
I need to speak to the man at the desk. This is Riley Finn. You have an Agent Miller, Graham Miller. He'll tell you who.
Oh, he's getting the initiative. Well, not the initiative, but like something else. The government involved.
Don't you be that kind of bar now. Please.
I would just like have like a little like night light. Oh! What does that do? Is it just gonna go inside him?
Why don't you take your girls home now?
Yes. Yes, thank you. Thank you for all your help, Doctor.
I'll see you in a couple of days.
Let's give her some rest.
Mm-hmm.
It hurts my eyes.
It's off. You know what? Why don't you shut off the lights in the living room? And I will take you upstairs and we'll shut off all the lights up there, okay?
Good idea. Good idea. Honestly, it kind of like feels like Riley is gonna join them.
Yeah.
Because it feels like it gives him a purpose.
Guys seem to have simply choked on the stuff. Near as I can tell, it's some kind of protein alkaloid.
How could you possibly know that?
Well, he knows that shit, probably from the initiative. Oh no!
I followed them home. Ugh, can't Buffy have one night off?
I know, seriously, they're having a tough time.
Mom?
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Oh, Buffy, I don't know what I'm doing.
You just need some rest.
Maybe we should stay with her in the room or like outside of it or something.
You're a shadow.
Mom.
I don't know what you are, how you got here.
Mom, it's Dawn.
Dawn? Honey, what's wrong?
Oh.
They keep saying weird stuff about me. Are you talking about the man in the hospital? Call me a thing, too.
It's not the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from earlier before.
Why does everybody keep doing that? What's wrong with me?
Oh.
Don't listen. Even if it's Mom.
I hate it.
I know.
Well, it's definitely tough to see a parent go through that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Info about a killer snot monster.
Because it's a killer snot monster from outer space.
That's the movie title.
The most recent meteoric anomaly was the Tunguska blast in Russia in 1917. Some witnesses claimed the meteor was hollow.
Oh, okay.
Well, the madman.
The man in the woods. He was a mental patient.
And he got pretty well quelled.
Huh, okay.
Xander's little book made it sound like this Queller thing had to be summoned. Who summoned it?
Oh.
Who else? My money's on Glory.
Yep. That would make sense.
Call me if you find out how I can kill this thing.
Well, okay, but shouldn't we come help? Oh.
Oh, wow. Hung up on her.
What are you asking me? You are asking me, aren't you? This is a test. And if this counts in the final grade, I need to know.
Well, Dawn, if you need to, you could sleep downstairs. And she hasn't gotten a chance to like just express that.
Did they tell you that at the gate?
Stop staring at me. I don't like it.
That is like disturbing looking. That is grotesque. How do you come up with these designs?
You're going to go away.
Oh! Oh my God! Okay, okay, yes, Dawn, go check on her. Oh no! Oh! Okay, yeah, that's horrifying if it's coming at you. I mean, also it looks like a bug. Kudos to Dawn for like thinking so quickly.
Yeah.
Oh! Jesus! Oh! Kind of looks like a roach.
It does.
Oh!
Spike?
Yeah. Listen, did you hear a noise?
Oh! Oh! It kind of sounds like a baby also. Oh, it's so in our face right now. It's so in our face. Yeah, let's get it off us now.
You just missed a real nice time.
Not Spike, it's like just digging it deeper there for him.
Everything's all right.
This shot right here. Precious.
It's strange. A body might ask what exactly it is you think you're doing, because to a humble postulant, it looks like chaos.
What?
Understand, why summon the Queller?
What do you think? Because I'm cleaning up Glory's mess. Just like I've done my whole damn life.
Oh! He was cleaning Glory's mess his whole life. What does that mean?
Is he like Glory's brother or something?
Ooh.
I want to ask you something. And if I'm being crazy, you just tell me, okay?
Okay.
Knowledge. It just came to me like truth, you know?
Okay.
That Dawn, she's not mine, is she?
Oh, fuck.
What do you say?
You got a choice here, Buffy.
No.
Okay, we're telling her the truth.
And she's important. To the world, precious.
Yeah.
Then we have to take care of her. Buffy, promise me. If anything happens, if I don't come through this, Mom.
Oh.
I have to know that you'll take care of her, that you'll keep her safe, that you'll love her like I love you.
God damn it.
My sweet, brave Buffy.
Oh.
What would I do without you?
She's gonna be fine. Oh, you're gonna end there, aren't you? Yep. Of course. All right, guys, so that was our reaction to Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 5, Episode 9, Listening to Fear. Now, what are your thoughts?
So, first, something that I thought was really interesting is that they touched on some of the like ancient beliefs that the moon is tied to mental health.
Yeah.
I mean, we even still as a society today say, oh, full moon is out, and, you know, the crazies will be around.
Mercury is in retrograde.
Well, that's a different astrology thing. But
Never mind.
It is an interesting thing because the term lunatic, you get Luna from the moon.
By the way, something that Cody really loves is, what is it? Etymology.
I love
he
etymology.
actually really likes knowing like the meaning behind why words are words.
So I do think it's interesting that in this universe, there is this concept of a demon that can be summoned from the moon to target mentally ill people.
Yeah, I think that's the dark part of it, right? Like the fact that that was its mission to come down here and target, you know, this specific people who are going through this. And it also just like, it's very, very sad, very melancholy because we have someone who we know in the universe that is going through that because of the specific reason. So like for a what at this time maybe like 2000 early 2000s show, it handled it the best it could.
Yeah.
But you know, I do think that like stuff like that, I mean, you even have the first thing that comes to mind is the horror movie Smile. Smile was specifically like a story of a monster that targeted people who were going through that, you know, mentally. So I do think that this episode was very on par with the season, being able to tackle something very heavy, but implemented the fantasy part of it, and the fact that it was summoned.
Yeah, that it was the nurse, because he summoned it to clean up after her in some way. I'm not really entirely sure how that was supposed to work.
Yeah.
But now we know for sure that this dude is something more than just an average human.
What that's even more scary is the fact that we have someone who is working in the healthcare system who is fucking with us. Oh, that is just very scary to think about.
It makes me wonder, like, does he know who Buffy is, that he is... Because, I mean, I don't know, like, is he trying to protect Glory? Is he trying to protect Buffy from Glory?
Well, it also seems like he's kind of fed up with Glory.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, like, it could go down two roads. It could be like, but he's trying to befriend Buffy and get close to her for maybe bad reasons, or to maybe help her in some sort of way. I don't know.
I think that we're going to have this mirroring where we have Buffy taking care of Dawn and keeping her safe and looking after her, and then we have this guy whose name I don't know. Maybe we've been given it, maybe we haven't.
Yeah, I actually kind of forgot.
I'm too busy not trusting him.
Ben. I think it's Ben.
Okay, Ben. Where Ben is also on the flip side, having to look after and take care of Glory.
Oh.
So
whoa, yeah. Wow, look at you getting my mind blown.
So I'm really interested to see how the story progresses, because I don't know that we know enough yet to say, is he acting out of good intentions or bad intentions in the things that he's doing?
I mean, overall, he seems like, even though we were very suspicious of him because it's a new character all of a sudden being very well shown throughout the whole, every single episode, I think so far, or maybe like a majority of them, seems like a nice guy. He was able to talk to Buffy and give her some good insight and someone to lean on for a little bit in one of the previous episodes.
Yeah, but he might just be trying to earn her trust, because he did also summon the Queller demon.
That's very true. That went after Buffy's mom. So two more topics that I do want to cover. One, Riley one, I do kind of like that Riley could rely on his team, his friend, and they came this whole like organization, even though like Spike kind of put it very clearly, like you pretty much missed it. Like I feel like Riley gets so far, but then falls so short, you know, because he was almost there to save the day, but he wasn't.
Yeah.
And so it kind of made it seem like we just had his plotline of him just running around trying to find it, even though like we already solved the situation by the time he made it.
Yeah. And I don't know what is going on with him, and he seems to be enjoying getting his blood sucked.
Well, it kind of seems like he's kind of finding the thrill. Like, if he's not getting what he personally feels like he's getting from Buffy, he's going to find it elsewhere, but he doesn't want to cheat. So he's kind of trying to like find a loophole around it and going like, this is just a little bit of vice, which is, I don't think is healthy.
Toxic behavior.
Yeah.
And then you also have Spike, who was just straight up stealing pictures of Buffy.
And what we thought was the monster, who was like that shadow with the door to the basement, was actually Spike. So random. I was like, oh, what the fuck? What are you doing here? But just telling the audience, yep, he's still obsessed. He's still like a little bit head over heels over the Buffster.
Yep. I mean,
and then,
who wouldn't be?
And then finally we have Joyce, who realized, which kind of makes sense, right? She does still have understanding somewhat of what she might have said. And it's just like she can't explain it, but she knew that Dawn just didn't seem to fit the picture. She kind of looked through everything, and you know, she confronted Buffy. I actually am very happy that Buffy was very honest with her and spoke to her at her level and was like, listen, she's not real. And like, you take Joyce, who in season 2, I believe, was very not like, couldn't understand the Slayer.
Yeah.
Did not want to understand the Slayer. She wanted a normal daughter. She wanted, like, she just was so against it. She blamed everyone else for it. And then here we are being like, I accept it. She's not ours, but she belongs to us, and she's very special, and I want you. And it's just, again, this is another aspect of like real life mixing with the Buffyverse. Having this conversation is tough enough, right? It's not only because like she's like, I want you to protect her. It's also if I don't make it out of this surgery, I want you to know that I love you, and I want you to protect her as much as you can. And it's kind of like this Summers genetic, right? Like, it's in the genes that Joyce was immediately saying, protect Dawn. Just like Buffy, kind of, even though she had like a moment of like, why would you do this to me? The next moment she's like, I want to protect Dawn.
Yeah.
You know, so it's kind of this thing that we're learning about not only the Slayer, but of Buffy, that she always has been, but she's very much like, I want to save the day. I want to do something right here. And I just love that shot of just all three of them hugging each other, which is very, very beautiful. I feel like this season is just kicking my ass, like emotionally. Like I don't think I've cried this much. Like, I feel like it's always the season finales or a certain episode that gets me, but this one seems like so far like maybe 2-3 episodes in a row that I've just been tearing up.
Yeah.
With all that being said, are you guys ready? Because we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next episode. Oh, she still has the same shirt, so it's like immediately after the previous episode.
There's a clock behind you, Will.
I know, but there's a watch right above your hand.
Oh, he's feeling anxious too.
I'd worry more if your mom was out of surgery quickly. Might mean that, they couldn't do much.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. What? What? This show.
So, barring complications and recovery, your mother's going to be fine. Overall, I'd consider the procedure a complete success.
Oh my God, yes! They can't even hug themselves?
And then Buffy would chase me around the house yelling, I am the Slayer, I'm going to get you.
That's disturbing. You're emotionally scarred and will end up badly.
Anya!
Gamble, maybe we can all get drunk.
I don't think the bar would serve her, but we could bring something in.
I can't.
You guys don't have to make a big deal for me. I'm only sleeping over here so Buffy and Riley can boink.
The fact that she said boink.
Boink.
Alone time always translates into get Dawn out of the house so we could have loud, obnoxious sex.
Oh, does that mean we can't?
Sorry, guys.
I can't believe how relaxed I feel. It's like all the tensions just left my body.
Honestly, me too.
Don't sell yourself short. You stayed strong throughout, Buffy. You never even cried.
Oh, I cried.
Oh, yeah. We saw.
That's all in the past now. Mom's out of the woods. And I'm here with you.
Out of the woods? Don't.
What do you mean? What?
The episode title is Into the Woods, and we just said Out of the Woods.
Oh, fuck. I feel like this is private. I feel like we should, like...
Yeah.
It's, we're gonna go into our own corner, guys. Something's not right here, Riley. Where's he going? Okay, yeah, Spike. Let's be sneaky. But it's the fact that like he had sex with Buffy and is now going off to who knows where.
We could get you a whole bunch of different ones. You know, you could be like 60s mom, action mom, French maid mom.
French maid mom.
I know you've been missing a lot of school.
I may have to take a few incompletes, but I will make it through the semester.
Well, what about slaying and your friends?
She always slays.
He'll come over later looking for a little Bible study.
I mean, just as long as the two of you are spending some quality time with the Lord.
He's definitely a guy we want on the team.
Let's bring him on board. What's he got here in Sunnydale that's so special?
Well,
he's got a slayer.
As usual, I'm here to help you, and are you naked under there?
Get out.
I'm serious.
The fact that she's so comfortable right now just being like that.
I want to show you something.
Oh, no.
What?
Do we want to spill this tea like this?
Oh, please. Like I give a bloody damn.
Girl.
Don't start slaying. This isn't what we're here for.
Oh, this is a whole, like, we just suck off. Like, there's no other way to put it. A bite off?
You can't go up there.
I said keep it down.
Why can't we go up there? Is this like a whole nother level? I mean, it is another level, but is it like specific things? Oh.
Busted.
Oh my God.
Buffy! We only came here because we care about you, friend.
Ah, Spike. He is the drama.
I thought you should know.
Well, Spike, also, remember, she's going to be heartbroken.
Yeah, she's not going to, like, run into your arms.
Yeah. But you did do, I mean, it was messy, but it was good that you knew.
Oh, man, I didn't know. Nobody's gonna risk coming here now. Sit back off.
Oh. Messy, 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 messy. Sorry, Buffy. You just got done with one thing and now you're being thrown into another. Oh, were you guys just waiting there in the dark?
It's not the initiative, Finn. We don't do experiments. None of us give a damn what makes monsters tick. We just stop them.
Okay. Do you think he's gonna take it?
Out for Central America tomorrow midnight. Now maybe civilian life is working out for you.
Doesn't seem to be.
One free with every purchase.
Oh, yeah. Dear holiday memories. Merry tykes by the fire enjoying their new Christmas chicken feet.
She's newly human and strangely literal.
What? I don't say that. No one talks that way.
Well, there's nothing wrong with my idea anyway.
I mean, it wasn't a bad idea.
I'm sorry, Willow. Thank you for making time in your busy life to come in here and get in the way of mine.
She bathed you?
Only in an erotic, penthousey way.
Penthousey way.
Oh, that's been going on for centuries. Humans hire vampires to feed off them. They get off on the rush.
And the danger.
Just like Riley.
I mean, people can end up dying accidentally or meeting a vampire who only pretends to play by the house rules.
Oh, yeah.
Perhaps we should focus on a less ambiguous evil. Glory, for instance?
Yeah.
If we're going into a nest, maybe we should come up with a strategy. Wait for Riley.
Back me up or not.
Riley is part of the whole thing, guys.
Sometimes you just need to stake some vampires.
Have a nice day. Don't get killed.
I feel like that's the tagline of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Mm-hmm.
Have a nice day. Don't get killed. Oh. Oh, they're worried.
I'm not the one who got you into this. Don't kill the messenger.
Oh!
Why the hell not?
What? Oh.
Plastic wood grain. Looks real, doesn't it?
What?
Don't think I don't know what's going on with you, Spike.
Huh. Oh, so he just wanted to scare him.
Because you are.
Well, yeah. But that's not your problem.
He's totally admitting it out loud to a person.
Yeah, he has a whole statue made out of gum in his closet.
A girl needs some monster in her man. And that's not in your nature.
It's something everyone's been saying to you, Riley.
I had this chip out of my head. I'd have killed you long ago. Ain't love grand?
Is that chip ever going to get out of his head?
At this point, I'm thinking no.
And sometimes I think I got the better deal. To be that close to her and not have her. To be all alone, even when you're holding her.
Oh, wow.
Need a minute alone with her.
A little after hours hanky-panky in the training room, huh? Xander and I can tell you some stories.
Not now.
Oh, my God.
Maybe we can go home and, have them.
Actually, I've got some stuff to take care of.
Wait, what are you doing? Is he going to get sucked off too?
I just need you to hear me out.
Fine. Get your hand off of me.
Yeah, just gotta kick your ass.
It was just some stupid, immature game. I wanted to even the score after you let Dracula bite you.
I did not let Dracula.
I know.
Even the score.
You made me feel something, Buffy. Something I didn't even know I was missing until...
I can't hear this.
You need to hear this.
It could help you understand it a little bit better.
They wanted to devour me. All of me.
Why are you telling me this?
It wasn't real.
But did you feel some way about that when you're with Buffy?
Hunger for me.
And I don't make you feel that way?
Gotta be honest.
You can't handle the fact that I'm stronger than you.
It's hard sometimes, yeah. But that's not it.
Then what?
I mean, this has always been kind of a thing that he's been facing with.
And if it's so deficient that you need to get your kicks elsewhere, then we really have a problem.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be trouble from here on out.
Yeah.
They want me back, Buffy. The military.
Oh no.
It's deep undercover.
Damn, just bomb after bomb right now.
If we can't work this out.
Then what? This is goodbye?
It kind of seems like you're wanting to try to work it out right now, like literally within this second.
Unless you give me a reason to stay. I'm leaving tonight.
I'm not running, and you're not shutting me down. You're not gonna make it through the night.
It's one thing after another.
Yeah. Buffy just cannot get a break.
Oh! That's the girl. Wow, you spared her. Oh! Well, fuck.
Just leave me alone, Xander. You have no idea what's going on.
No? Good. So you and Riley aren't imploding?
He's been picking this up from the beginning.
To keep Riley here,
I don't even know who he is anymore. I mean, I thought he was dependable.
Dependable?
I don't think you want him to stay.
Oh boy, is this not about me.
Is she more than a convenience? Because that would kind of be a surprise.
If you don't want to hear what I have to say, I'll shut up right now.
Good, because I don't.
Oh my God.
If what he needs from you just isn't there, let him go. Break his heart and make it a clean break.
Coming from someone who has been like there in that position of wanting Buffy and not getting that in return.
Xander.
Run.
I kind of feel like there's like a romance movie. Like she has to go to the airport to stop him.
But this is like, I do feel like this is what Buffy needed to hear. I feel like it's okay to ask your partner for what you need in a relationship.
Yeah.
And that's what he was doing. I mean, the other stuff is not excusable.
Yeah.
But
Oh, she wasn't there. I could have sworn that was a tricky editing. Riley, just look to your left.
The way you think, the way you move, I get excited every time I'm about to see you.
Oh, that's so sweet. Well, I'm glad their relationship is thriving. I feel like your natural instinct when you're taking off in a plane is to look out, you know?
Yeah.
All right, guys, so that was our reaction to Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Season 5, Episode 10, Into the Woods. Now, what are your thoughts?
oh, this episode was so sad. I'm bummed that she and Riley didn't work out. I was like trying to be a cheerleader for them for a while.
You have been. You were very much on Team Riley, trying to keep them together. I mean, I was on the fence. It just seemed like there were just so many problems, and it seemed like the problems that Riley was having was never going to be resolved because it kept coming up, you know?
Yeah.
And even though like Buffy worked on some things, it still came back to the same thing where he felt like he wasn't getting enough from her, as opposed to like when she was with someone like Angel, where it was kind of smooth, even though it was still very, very much bumpy, but like they were both on the same page when it came to that kind of passion.
Yeah. And I said it during the episode, I do feel like it's terrible the things that he has done, especially lately, where he was off, like basically cheating on her by hiring a vampire to suck
putting
on
himself
his arm.
put himself at risk
Yeah.
for like possibly being killed. And I mean, he even knew that he wasn't in his right state of mind.
Yeah, so like that is not excusable. But I also think that like that the conversation that they had tonight was a long time overdue, where like Riley wasn't getting what he wanted to get out of the relationship. And I do think it should be okay for you to say that, to try to come to a resolution. But like,
well, I mean that's mostly what like happens when you want to cheat on somebody, or like when that happens, right? You're not getting something out of the initial relationship, so like you look elsewhere, which is, again, we're not condoning that behavior.
Not okay,
but we're saying that like there's something that they're they're both just not talking to each other.
Yeah, I just wish that they had had this conversation like 4 episodes
Before
ago.
everything. Yes.
Because they were kind of both talking past each other a little bit. Because I do get, like, from Buffy's perspective too, she always has to think about everything and she always has to carry everything. And the one thing that I liked the most about Riley was that he was respectful of that. That he didn't feel the need to be the knight in shining armor every single time Buffy was in a tight spot. That he, like, let her be the Slayer and backed her up when she needed it. But at the same time, I mean, this entire season, Buffy has not been letting Riley in when he wanted to be let into her life.
And she didn't realize all of that until way too late.
Yeah.
The thing is, I do understand where Riley is coming from, because I feel like Buffy also wasn't really being 100% honest with herself. I feel like she wasn't really seeing everything that Riley was explaining to her, because she was, you know, the guy is wanting certain things and she just wasn't meeting that. And I think she just needed to be real with herself on that aspect, and that's why I thought she was going to be like, oh, you know what? We're just not on the same page and I'm not going to be able to give that to you as much as you want to, because I totally thought was like, she's going through so much shit. There's no possible way that she can meet you at that level, maybe down the line. But also, it is a whole different thing if you know that Riley would want to do this and go off and do this. Like, it's such a hard position because you're trying to, like, decide his fate.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's either she says that I love you and then you stay and possibly it works out, or maybe you'll still feel the same way, or you go do something that you might want to do. And it seems like Riley has been wanting that special purpose for himself, like the army people were saying to him, like, do you really just want to be a civilian? It seems like it's not been working for yourself. He wants to be special, right? And these guys were making him feel special.
Yeah, I think he just ultimately he wants to be needed, even if he doesn't have to be like the very first person that gets called for everything. You know, I think
and the army people were saying, we need you.
Yeah, I think that both of their perspectives were equally valid here. It just makes me sad because I really liked their relationship and what they built up to at the end of season 4.
Yeah, it seemed on paper Riley was the guy for Buffy, was getting something that she probably would never get from Angel. Lunch dates.
Yeah.
Beach dates, you know? Picnics. But I mean, I don't know if he comes back or if we're going to follow him on his journey. But yeah, it is sad because at the end she did want to work it out, but
now she can be with Spike like she's always wanted.
And also she can now focus on the fact that we have Glory here.
Yep.
There's other shit that we also need to figure out.
I did also really like that Xander was a good friend in this episode, where he went and basically confronted Buffy to help her deal with these feelings and think things through.
Yeah.
Because I can definitely see how, like, she felt backed into a corner with the ultimatum thing, and it's like, why do I have to make the decision here?
And he kind of broke it down for her as to, like, what she wasn't seeing because he was there the whole time.
Yeah.
I personally thought he was kind of calling Riley on that bullshit, which I think he was to a certain extent.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do appreciate that too.
And I also really liked the way that it ended with him and Anya, where he was just able to say out loud again that he loves her, and that made me really happy. I feel like they have a good partnership.
Well, because I think earlier in episode, it definitely felt like Anya was saying that she didn't feel appreciated for everything that she's doing.
Yeah.
You know, and the fact that, like, he was able to, like, reassure her, you know, it's something that she needed. And obviously she needed, because she was in tears, like she was tearing up. And it seemed like she really liked that.
Yeah.
All right, guys, so you know what to do. Comment down below. Let us know what you thought about these 2 episodes. As usual, make sure this is super important, especially for this season. Please keep the comments spoiler-free as much as you can. We would so appreciate it, because we like to get the info when we're watching the actual episode and not in the comments. But as usual, we want to give a shout out to our patrons. Thank you so much to each and every single one of you. You have no idea how much your love and support mean to us. We so appreciate everything that you guys have done, especially comment over there and creating that little community. If you want to be part of the Patreon gang, go over to patreon.com/thehorrorbandwagon, and we'll catch next week's 2 episodes in full-length reactions.
And if you want to unlock exclusive emotes and members-only lives and watch-alongs, you can click the join button below to join our YouTube membership.
Big thank you to those YouTube members and those who are YouTube members and Patreon members. You guys are freaking awesome. But until next time, we have been your source for horror analysis,
criticism,
and spooky,
and sometimes kooky
entertainment.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.